Welcome again to another exciting episode of Gospel Life News. My name is Daki. You can spell it as Darki, and then you know it, double E. Yesterday we witnessed greatness. Apparently, there've been reports about Kiss Daniel has promised us that there would be a new video come yesterday, 25th. And everybody were all abreasted, waiting to see what he had up his sleeve. And to our major surprise, video was not posted, but then we saw the visualizer for the remix of Twe, and guess who he has on it? Obviously, no other person than Davido. And then we saw Davido coming through with the remix of Twe. Trust me, everywhere on Twitter was on fire. Bad verse, good verse, mid verse, amazing verse. People just came with a different thought and said, for this song on Davido, this is what I think about it. Some person came out to say, not every good song need a remix. Some said, oh, this one a remix. Different thought, and that is why it's a social media space because everybody's thought is welcome, and it just created a new buzz. At the same time, Davido also was not left out. We saw where him and Burna Boy gained momentum at an award nomination. The award I will bring it to you in a bit. At the same time, we saw we saw Fela Kuti's son, Seun Kuti, coming out to give us insight on how Fela lived his life while he was alive. And then he said Fela was so flamboyant and time he would order or send his PA to go to London to just go get him ice cream. All of this information, I will bring them to you in a bit. Let's see what the news look like. Before the news, I'll not fail to thank you guys for what you guys have been doing. Thank you to our fans. Thank you. You guys in. I want to appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time, energy, and consistency. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. At this time, you can now stream us live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come through. We are waiting for you on this page. It will be good notification button, so you will be the first person to know whenever we drop a video. In case you're confused, there will be a bell around the YouTube channel thereabouts. Click that bell. You will always be notified whenever we make a content. Let's begin the news with no other person than Davido. We saw Davido himself posting his own verse on the Twe remix, and then he said, Twe remix out now with Kiss Daniel, amazing verse. Now, for like I said, different reaction, different opinion, but trust me, he actually did himself amazing one he did here. The whole dance thingy, the whole promise of what he has done on the verse, all of that. Trust me, he delivered on this one. But like I said, different people with their opinion. No wonder we say different strokes for different folks because we saw popular criticism, critics talking about Daniel Rega came out to say, he had this to say about Davido's song. Daniel said, Twe by Kiss Daniel is a terrible song. He said, but Davido verse on the remix is worse. He did a bunch of pointless rhymes, like complimenting the lady's body by calling it a natural disaster, your body looking like a tsunami. Or another awful line, make a man go keke na pepe. Lyrically speaking, the song is below mid. It's a 1/10. Thanks to the beats, no offense. That is Daniel Rega's thought on the song, saying two lines that were not looking like a line that you will not use for a word or something. And then he's saying, for what is Ed, the initial song is a terrible song, but then he said David made it worse, and then he ranked it 1/10. Away from that, we saw Davido has been nominated as 4 category at the 2024 BET NAACP Image Award, and then we have the nominations like Outstanding Male Artist, Outstanding International Artist with Unavailable Musakis, Outstanding Music Video Visuals with Sensational, Outstanding Duo Group or Collaboration, Contemporary with Sensational. Talking about the US overall radio chart, we saw Sensational by a song by Chris Brown with David and Lojay enters the top 60, and that's a very good leap from this guys. Now, it's funny how in the US, right, Davido has just been all kidders, talking the all kidders, basically rhythmic play, under Billboard, under bubbling, this and that, but basically it has not yet penetrated the Billboard Hot 100, and people asking why could this be happening, because a lot of people want to know why the song is doing number one on the bubbling Hot 100 and it is still not penetrating the Hot 100. So finally, after almost a year, Chioma is finally back in the country. We saw after she lost her son Ifeanyi at the time, there was a lot of disaster in the family, and then she had to fly to the United States where she had to recuperate, got herself back together. did a whole lot of stuff for herself mentally, and finally she got pregnant again, delivered two set of twins, and that was it for them. And after the whole back and forth, Chioma is back to the country, and then we saw she and her husband Davido going out for dinner, and after they did all of that, Cubana chief priest hosted them, and where they did a welcome back home for Chioma, and you could see the whole serenity everywhere. People were happy that Chioma is back, and obviously Chioma was just feeling like a queen because she knows that the country has missed her. As a matter of fact, people have not just missed Chioma present, but they've missed her online. Chioma is one person who gave us content online, but after the whole event happened, she has not made a post on social media accounts, not Instagram, not Twitter. As a matter of fact, she's not on Twitter, but then on Instagram, she's not made one single post, and people are waiting for her to just do one thing, just a full stop, will make people happy and know that our chef is back again. Moving on, we saw at the point, before the old DJ King and Wizkid happened this week, Chicken has been on the road a long time ago. It has been coming like since forever. So where he had the same session some time ago where he also came out to insult Davido, and then where he said, more like an advice saying, Davido, this life is not hard, life is small, Ayra Starr, and all of that. And then he's saying, David, God forbid you die tomorrow, I'm going to sleep with your wife. In his words, he said he's going to sleep with his wife, he's going to get her pregnant. And these are stuff that Chicken has done and has gotten him in big trouble in the past. I saw a report at the point where him and Abuebe had it thick, and then they had like back and forth. He had this with Wizkid. It was going to get messy, but obviously we still don't know what the outcome of that is. But it looked like it's calmed down now. And now he did this with Davido at a point. Now you could just see that Chicken is trying to put himself in serious trouble, but then somehow he always find himself out of it. For clout, for whatever reason, it is working for him. But this is not the best way to go about publicity. Moving on, we have Burna Boy as the next guy on the news. Apparently, yesterday, an old video of Burna Boy has been trending. One of old video where Burna Boy was in a live session was on Instagram or something, where someone asked a question saying, but not a question, the person confirmed saying, Davido get money past you, and then Burna Boy responds saying, "Ow," with a sarcastic laugh, like "ow, ow," and then he said, "Okay," that kind of thing, like. How do you know my balance? Do you know Davido's balance? But anyways, okay. He said that, and the video came back to the net yesterday, trending everywhere, and people thought it was a new video, but apparently that was an old video. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy also earning 5 nominations. Davido got 4, Burna Boy earning 5 nominations at the 2024 NAACP Image Award, and then he got it for Outstanding Male Artist, Outstanding Album, as I told them, Outstanding International Song with City Boy, Outstanding Hip Hop Rap Song with Sitting on Top of the World, Outstanding Duo Group or Collaboration with Sitting on Top of the World. Now it's going to get dicey because all the space Davido has been nominated for, Burna Boy also got a nomination in those space, and one edge has make it 5. Who is going to get this award? Trust me, it's a back and forth, and let's see which person will get the nod. We saw Burna Boy alone off the Black Panther Wakanda Forever music soundtrack. He is now certified silver in the UK. If Burna Boy wins, everybody on his team win, including King Mani. We saw Burna Boy P. So Fine Boy came out to say, Burna Boy King Mani. In his words, I'll read what he said. He said, Burna Boy PA, who is my big bro, just sent me 8 figures as a birthday gift. I'm actually running out of words to say thanks, because nobody has ever gifted me like this since I was born. And then the shared receipt of the figures. Apparently, 8 figures means 10 million, basically. And then he's saying King Mani gifted him 8 figures. And like I said, if Burna Boy wins, everybody on his team are win all together. Burna Boy is that kind of person, and massive one for making sure all his team members are winning together. Moving on to the queen herself, talking about Ayra Starr. She's doing good for herself. So where yesterday, maybe 3 years, she kicks a journey in the music P, and it has been an amazing journey so far. 3 years in the game, Ayra Starr has achieved so much for herself. You want to doubt she has done 3 years in the game. As a matter of fact, a lot of person has done 10, 12 years, maybe not achieved what she's done for herself. A lot of people want to say Kotsi, Don Jazzy, but regardless, Ayra Starr makes good music for herself. We saw the most debated song we've all been waiting for, Comma. She has come out to say there's a pre-save link already, dates announced, but obviously with this we are sure that in coming days this song should be out in our hearings. We all cannot wait to see what the full song look like. Once you drop the snippet, we saw different versions. Piano came out, different version came out, but then Ayra started to drop what the song initially looked like so that we all can enjoy it. And this will be our way to kickstart the year for ourselves. Moving on, we have Big Bread Seun Kuti, calls himself the Big Bread. I'm talking about Seun Kuti, the son of legendary Fela. We saw where he came out a very big quote where he said, "You can break two legs, lay down and die in battlefield, or you can break both legs and go through the pain of crawling to safety." So think about that, because it's quite deep. You can break two legs and die, or you can break both legs and crawl. So basically, just the mindset as a matter of fact. Think about it and get back to me in the comment section. Actually, just think about it. It would make sense to you. So where he came out to say this is why he stopped doing giveaways at schools. He mentioned at the point thereabout he went to his school, he went to his alma mater to do giveaway where he spoke to teachers, he spoke to students, he was welcomed, the reception was amazing, and then he thought to do something for the school. And then he said, he called all the students and asked them, "What do you want to be in future?" And he was amazed to hear what they wanted to be. He said all he was hearing were actor, musician, singer, actor, comedian, singer. Everything just about art. Basically, I want to act, I want to sing, I want to do comedy, I want to be baller, actor, footballer, comedy. And it felt like, no, that's not what school is meant for, because school should be the fact that he wanted to hear people, lawyers, accountants, economists. He mentioned that he wanted to be an economist, and that was what he always wanted to be. But when he went back to school to do giveaways, to discover that the ideas of school have been missing, a lot of persons were just they were all carried with the whole glamour of movies and social media, that they all wanted to be footballers, actors, singers, comedians. And he felt like that was not the whole concept of schools, and the OT has changed, and there was no need for him to invest further in schools, because if the basic concrete foundation is missing, why put money? And then we said that he stopped doing giveaways at schools. And then he's speaking about Fela, talking about Fela being a Pan-Africanist, and then he said people have gotten the idea of Pan-Africanist missing, because as a man who has African in mind does not mean he cannot live large. He said Fela was a man who lived large. At the same time, he had Africa in mind. He mentioned the fact that Fela the PA, he mentioned the PA's name, and then he said Fela only licks one sweet. According to him, Fela only licks one sweet, and the sweet was only sold in London at the time. And Fela would send his PA, leave Nigeria at about 10 a.m., go to London at the streets, mention the street name in London, get that sweet, get the ice cream, and fly back to Nigeria just so Fela can lick sweets and ice cream. That's how much large I was living, trust me. Leaving the country to go get sweets and ice cream. Trust me, we had ice cream stores in the country. Maybe not too much then, but trust me, we had a lot in the country, but that was only going to take one he ordered from the UK. And then he said, as far as Fela did all of that, Fela still had Africa in mind. My name is I'm sure it's what Seun Kuti has about Fela. It would want to make you work out more, also more, and earn a name for yourself. The very next one. Please take care of yourself.